Now, you can imagine the excitement of the 25 children dropped off at a centre in Southport for a Taylor Swift yoga and dance day. It was a holiday club. And then you can imagine the horror as they were brutally attacked. 2 children killed, 9 others injured, along with 2 adults. Comprehensive reporting of what happened in the Times this morning. David Collins, the Times and Sunday Times Northern editor, can tell us more. Morning to you, David.
Good morning.
First of all, let's start, most importantly, with the latest on the condition of the victims. I think I'm right in saying that 6 are in a critical condition.
That's right. So the update this morning is that there's 6 children and 2 adults who remain in critical condition in hospital. Merseyside Police are saying that the adults, it looks like, were injured whilst trying to, what they say, bravely defend and protect the children. There's some reports in the newspapers today that those adults might have been the workers who were at this kind of Taylor Swift nursery where the children would be looked after, this kind of summer school, where 2 of the adults were kind of looking after the kids. So they may have been some of those injured. There's also reports of a businessman who works in the building, who heard kind of screams and shouting coming from this dance studio, and he went down to try and confront the knife man, and was stabbed in the leg.
God. It's a really, I mean, you know, I'm stating the obvious here. It's such an affecting story just because of the vulnerability of these children and what has happened to them. What else? The person arrested on suspicion of murder is a 17-year-old male. Do we know anything else about him?
I mean, last night. So, I mean, this is another kind of case of social media going into overdrive and speculation. You know, there's so much on there at the moment about who this person might be. And the fact that, you know, the police have said, they've confirmed it's a 17-year-old. It looks like they were from a village nearby called Banks, which is quite close to Southport. The person was born in Cardiff. That's a detail that they confirmed last night. So was born in Cardiff and at some point has moved to the northwest of England. There is footage that has come out. ITV managed to get some CCTV. It looks like from a house, which is from this village where police went and raided a house yesterday. And there's kind of CCTV of like somebody in a green hoodie pacing up and down outside this house. It sort of matches the description of the attacker at the scene of this holiday camp where kind of witnesses saw, you know, somebody in a hoodie basically going into the building. So, but apart from that, there's very little at the moment. There's no name that's been confirmed by the police, and as far as we know, the person's still been questioned by detectives this morning. Where no doubt they've ruled out terror. So that is one thing. They've ruled out a terror motive. So no doubt there'll be mental health assessments going on and kind of investigation to work out what, if any, motive there was.
David, thank you very much for that. That is David Collins, the Times and Sunday Times Northern editor. You can read more of what David has written about, including the stabbing. Horrendous. My heart just sinks every time we talk about it. It's just absolutely awful, this story. You can read that online at thetimes.com.
Well, elsewhere today, 2 children have died after a knife attack in Southport this morning that's left 9 others in hospital, including 2 adults who remain in a critical condition. A 17-year-old has been arrested on suspicion of murder. Serena Kennedy is the chief of Merseyside Police.
It is understood that the children were attending a Taylor Swift event at a dance school when the offender, armed with a knife, walked into the premises and started to attack inside the children. We believe that the adults who were injured were bravely trying to protect the children who were being attacked.
Well, the Times' Ali Mitib is in Southport for us tonight. Ali, thank you for being with us on an extremely difficult day for the community in Southport, no doubt. Just give us the context. We've been hearing here about a Taylor Swift event at a dance school.
Yes, thank you for having me. It's been a very somber day in Southport. As your viewers have just heard, it was a Taylor Swift event targeted for kids being held in a summer school. And a 17-year-old boy has been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter and attempted murder after 2 children had been killed and 6 are in critical condition.
And Ali, you've been speaking, I assume, to people in the community there in Southport. What have they been telling you?
So eyewitnesses said that they saw a man wearing a mask arrive at the Heart Space, which is an antenatal centre, in a taxi. They said he then refused to pay, and then he walked into a centre which was hosting the club. Shortly before, nearby locals reported hearing the screams of children. It's been a very somber day here. I think everyone is quite shaken up, given the ages and given the sheer horror that these people have experienced in their communities.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, Ali, thank you for your time tonight. Ali Mitib, who is in Southport for The Times tonight. You can read more from Ali in your copy of The Times. He's on the front page, actually. His dispatch from Southport, "Knife Attack on Children Like a Horror Movie," is The Times headline tomorrow.